Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, December 6th. Well, it's Friday, December 6th for me. It is just after 10:30. I have been busy catching up on the things that I haven't yet had time to do this work week. My staff virtual holiday party is this afternoon, so I have a little bit of an adjusted schedule, so I'm super excited about that. But I am taking a quick break right now. I'm going to open up the video and I want to show you my knitting, open my advent calendar, you know, the usual. So I am still up to date on my socks. So I'm going to start by showing you my cozy knitter socks. These are caught up to December 5th, so day 5 on the 5th stripe. And I can see today's color and I am really excited to knit it. But here's what these are looking for. My sister thinks these socks are really my colors. She thinks they match my vibe. But these, I don't know, I really like these first couple of stripes. So caught up on this. It is a very chilly week here. It has been so cold and dry and just all around not a fun time. I'm going to show you my Woolens and Nosh socks now. And these again are caught up to yesterday. So again, if you have Woolens and Nosh socks, look away. And I'm going to show them right now, so you better be looking away. Here is the sock. Come on. Beautiful. Seriously, I'm loving these. Loving these. Every new stripe is such a surprise. I'm wondering where it's going to go, and I just keep trying to guess where I think it's going to end up, and it's never where I think. So I just really am loving these so much. So I can't wait to knit on today's stripe. The Woolens and Nosh socks are gone, so you can return if you're looking away. Now to open today's mini. Here she is. So pretty. I've been trying to imagine what I will make out of this, but I think it's going to be hard to decide. I really love blue, so I don't think it will be hard for me to decide what to make from it, but I feel like the options are endless. I don't know if I'm going to make a garment out of it. I think I obviously will wait till the entire project is unveiled, but I just keep thinking about how pretty some sort of throw or blanket would look with these blues in particular. Again, I'm going to wait to see what the rest looks like, but I don't know. I think it can be really pretty to have some sort of blanket pattern that alternates like a bear yarn and then a blue. I think it could make something so stunning in these colors. So time will tell what I decide to do with this. I was looking at, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what the pattern is called. It's a Knit Picks pattern. I was looking at it. It's called, maybe it's the Incredible Blanket. And I'm going to have to look up the name, but I will link the pattern below when I figure out what the heck it's actually called. I saw somebody post it on Instagram the other day, and I was just looking at it, and I thought it would be a super fun Advent project. The whole concept is that I guess there's a kit that you can buy from Knit Picks for this blanket. You don't have to, but you can. And you get multiple mini balls of yarn. I don't even know how many colors there are, but they give you a key and you separate them into warm colors and cool colors. And the whole premise is that they tell you to put the warm colors in I don't know if it's like a brown paper bag, but it's supposed to be kind of a luck of the draw mystery type of thing. So they want you to have 4 bags, and in one bag you put all of the warm colors, and in another bag you put all of the cool colors, and then every day, or it doesn't have to be every day, but as you knit, you pick a color out of the warm, and then you knit like a row or two in the pattern, and then you put the color you picked in a second warm bag, if that makes sense. And then you pick a cool color, and then you knit the pattern, and then you stick the color you picked into the second cool bag, so that you have 4 bags, you know? You have like a discard, and you just keep repeating until you used all the colors, and then your original bag is empty. And then you pick out of the next bag. So it's really like a luck of the draw, random, but the colors are supposed to be really complementary, and it gives you a randomly colorful, really beautiful blanket. And I was thinking about how fun it would be. And I don't know how I necessarily will pull this off or make this work, but I was thinking about how fun it would be to do that for an advent blanket. I think it's a lot of yardage. Like it's so much yarn. So I don't know that one singular advent calendar would be enough, but if you somehow had 2 mini advent calendars that, like, once you saw them in full were really complementary, you could in theory put one advent calendar in one bag and another advent calendar in another bag, and just randomly draw and alternate back and forth. So I thought that'd be a really like creative and cool idea, but I don't know that. What I was thinking about potentially doing with this one was using my my advent calendar from last year, which was the Fiber Fox, the Golden Hour, which is really like golds and pinks and peaches and purple like hues. But I don't know, like I don't think these blues will complement it. Like I feel like I almost need some like very dark tonal minis that would complement that in some way. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking creatively about how you could do something like that. Anyway, I digress. But I don't know. I really like that blanket pattern. So I think it could be interesting. Like I almost wonder, could you get some bear yarn? I guess I would just have to check the yardage. But could you get some bear yarn and just randomly pick your minis out from the calendar and just do bear yarn for the pattern? You know what I mean? Like if it's like a 2-row repeat or whatever, you do the 2-row repeat and then you pick a mini, and then you do the 2-row repeat in the bear, and then you pick a mini. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm thinking about that, but I guess I do think that this at this point would be a really good, like the colors would make a good blanket in my home, I feel. Anyway, I love knitting blankets, but I always start them and then I never finish. What is your toxic knitting trait? My toxic knitting trait is I start blankets and never finish. Rarely finish. I also start sweaters and rarely finish. I have 1, 2, I think I have 4 sweaters that I have started in my knitting sweater history that are not completed. Oopsie. Anyway, leave me a comment and tell me what your knitting toxic trait is, or if you're a crocheter. What is your crafty toxic trait? I need to know. Anyhow. All right, I really need to get back to work here because with the week that I have had, my Monday to-do list has somehow become my Friday morning to-do list, and I feel very behind because of many fires that have popped up for me that were out of my control this week and very frustrating. I did have a slice of my self-care loaf of bread this morning, by the way. 10 out of 10 recommend. So it's a super easy recipe. You do not have to bake it in the Dutch oven. I meant to mention this yesterday. As I was editing, I realized I didn't say this. The recipe does say that it's for a Dutch oven loaf. However, I did not have a Dutch oven until I found that awesome deal that I linked on Dutch ovens. I actually found mine at Costco. So if you're a Costco member, I don't know if they still have it. This is the second best deal I have found on a matching like Dutch oven set. But I got 2 Dutch ovens for like $45 at Costco. It was such a steal. And one was small enough to bake my bread. So, which is the one that I showed, but neither here nor there. I was making this loaf as it was recommended to me by one of my best friends. And I was making it in a loaf pan. So if you are like I was just a few weeks ago and didn't have a Dutch oven that was an appropriate size to bake bread in. You don't need one. You can use a regular loaf pan. And when I made it in my loaf pan, it does not come out as crusty, but it still bakes fine. And I did not preheat my loaf pan in the oven. So the recipe does say that you should preheat the Dutch oven for an hour. I didn't do that. I didn't do that with the loaf pan. So you can just dump it in the loaf pan and bake it for, like, I think it's 25 minutes. And then what I would do is, you can tell if apparently a loaf of bread is done if you have a oh my God, what is it called? A temperature checker? A food thermometer? If you take the temperature of the inside of the loaf, oh my gosh, the internal temperature should be 200. And if it's 200, your bread is baked through. So you could do that. It took me about 25 minutes to make it in just a regular loaf pan without preheating the loaf pan, and it still came out fine. It's just not as crunchy. So it's a recipe anyone in the world can make. It's so easy and delish. It makes really good French toast. And I'm not normally a like dessert for breakfast type of person, but if you make it in the loaf pan, 10 out of 10 recommend making it French toast. It's so good. Okay, enough about bread and yarn and toxic knitting traits. I really have to get back to work. Okay, we usually have like a costume contest, background contest for our like virtual holiday party, because a lot of our staff team's remote. And so I wanted to show you my setup. I'm trying to like figure out how to move my laptop because it's here, but I want to move it on an angle so they can see like the cute background you guys have been seeing. I'm sorry for the jingling. I also wanted to show you my Christmas sweater. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a cow and it's got like a couple it's got a cowbell on it. So as I'm walking around, I don't have like very many holiday earrings, but I put this in because it matches the bells. My colleague who planned the party sent me a little like holiday gift basket. So I'm going to open it up and like see what treats they sent us to enjoy. Well, my holiday party is now over, and I just realized that the footage I recorded showing you what was in my holiday goodie basket for my staff holiday party had no audio, so it's too late. I have now since enjoyed my holiday party, and I had a little boozy hot chocolate and coffee. But what was actually in that gift basket was some chocolate and peppermints and a couple of different hot chocolates and a little Christmas ornament, which I put right here on my tree. And anyway, so I made a cup of one of the hot chocolate packs. Mint hot chocolate is what I made because mint and chocolate are my favorite combo. So I enjoyed that. We did a little Secret Santa. We played some holiday trivia games, won some prizes. It was fun. And now it's over. My Secret Santa gift was like an adult coloring book and all of these markers. I really want to color in my new coloring book, but we're actually done for the day. And it ended a little bit early. It's 3 o'clock. So I'm going to button up probably one more thing here, but I'm going to log off for the day. I was able to actually knit on one of my Advent socks a little bit during the holiday party. I got an entire stripe down on the woolens and nosh, so I might work on my socks here, maybe watch something on TV, just kind of hang out. And it is Friday, so I'm so looking forward to the weekend. And we ordered a farm share this week, so we're going to go pick up our farm share tomorrow. And we both really need to do some holiday shopping. So I don't know this weekend if we're going to go holiday shopping. I think there's a couple of like holiday festivals going on in the greater Pittsburgh area this weekend that we might try and like pop up at, or I might try to at least. We're doing a Secret Santa with my in-laws. And I'm very excited about the family member who I picked. It's actually one of my lady-in-laws. So I need to find a gift for her. And I'm also doing a little like Secret Santa yarn swap kind of a deal. So I need to finish doing my little Secret Santa yarn swap partner shopping. And there's something else. And just overall, like general holiday shopping, we really need to start preparing. So, might get up to some of that stuff. So, it could be a very fun weekend in store for me, which I'm super duper looking forward to. Oh my gosh. Also, other things that I need to show you and also work on during this Vlogmas is I made hot sauce. If you watched one of my podcasts at the end, I talked about how I was learning how to ferment hot sauce because I had an insane abundance of hot peppers in my garden this summer. And I fermented them and I have all the hot sauce and just in giant jars in my fridge right now. And I bought these really cute little samplers for, like hot sauce samplers that I really want to package up and gift to some family members and friends for the holidays. So I need to do that. I also have, now that I'm thinking about all the gifting I need to do, I'm getting a little stressed. I have so much to, I'm just holding these markers, cradling them like a baby. I also I'm not doing very much gift knitting this year, but I do have a friend who I've been working on a pair of socks for her for a while. And I started the mate to her sock. I had one sock finished, but I never cast on the second sock. So I cast on the second sock. So I do need to make time to work on that and finish it because she lives in Vegas. And so I need to finish her socks so I can package those up and send her that in the mail too as a little Christmas gift. I don't know what else. This felt tree, I think I showed last Vlogmas. I made this with my lady-in-law. We went to a local art museum and in the gift shop, we saw this really pretty felt tree and it was like $1 million and I loved it. But we were like, maybe we can just have like a crafty day and figure it out ourselves. Well, we did a whole lot of testing and experimenting, and that was what we ended up making. And I did a lot of it, but she actually ended up putting it together for me and giving it to me for Christmas. And we're both kind of laughing because in hindsight, we feel like it didn't quite turn out at all like we had anticipated, but I still love it so much. So I hung it up over here. Well, you'll see my background is actually a little bit different because we had a background contest. So I brought my stocking up here and hung it up, and I moved my tree, and I have some other like light up trees over here and Christmas lights, although I did not win because it was overall like best dressed and background and like most effort. And there was one person on my team that had like the sparkliest, craziest like Christmas skirt as a little throw over like on their top. And then they had the like craziest like 10-minute crafts looking like ornament thing. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was hilarious. It was like they put like a Christmas wreath on their head, but they like hot glued and like decorated with a bunch of like hanging ornaments. It was incredible. Anyway, so they definitely won 10 out of 10, but I was in second place because I had my crazy sweater on. I showed my Christmas socks. I showed all like my crafty stuff behind me. Anyway, this was very fun, but I have had such a long week and I don't know. I am so ready for the weekend. Can you tell how relaxed I am right now? Apparently spiking your hot chocolate is the move. So anyway, I'm just chatty Kathy today, I guess. My last couple days of videos were pretty short and I didn't intend for them to be that way, but it's just how life worked out. So hopefully, I don't know. I feel like when people watch Vlogmases, I honestly I don't even watch Vlogmas because I don't have time and I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a Vlogmas watcher anymore, but I know there's a lot of people that love Vlogmas and they have a ton of people that they like watching. And so, I don't know, I hope you appreciate my shorter videos when they come up because maybe it'll be quicker for you to see what I'm actually doing. Anyhow, hope you've been enjoying the Vlogmas so far this year. Many more recipes and festivities to come. Okay, bye.